subscribe.
一体どんな手を使って
どんな手も何も俺は元から
登録していた。
Card Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Nen Garden. Check out their new exclusive Joker playmats, now available for pre-order in full color and one in sleek black and white at nengarden.com. They're having a holiday sale right now with 25% off items. This stacks with my affiliate code card Kaizoku for an additional 5% off. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. Discover the latest OP10 deck list on gumgum.gg, updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. OP09 Belo deck breakdown. So Belo is an explosive aggro deck. It's all about cheating out extra bodies, triggering out bodies, buffing your board for 9k total in stats in a turn, and then just swinging for really huge numbers. A lot of decks actually can't deal with it too well, right? So it has a special place in the meta. It completely destroys decks like Blackbeard and Purple Luffy, decks like that. But yeah, let's take a look at the leader. So Belo is a red-yellow dual-color leader with 5,000 power and 4 starting life. Her leader ability reads, activate main once per turn. You can discard one Revolutionary Army type card from your hand. You go up to 3 of your Rev Army or Trigger type characters plus 3k power for the turn. So yeah, one discarded card for 9k total in stats. It does require you to have characters on board to benefit from this, but with the support that Belo has gotten in OP09, it's a lot easier now. We can run like a full Revolutionary Army package thanks to all the new OP09 yellow Rev Army cards. So we'll just take a look at the deck list. For OP05 Inazuma, 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter. If a character that you control other than this character has a power of 7,000 or more, this character gains Rush. It's really easy to make any one of our other characters into a 7k because we can just give plus 3k power. Inazuma will have Rush always. And yeah, just having a Rush option in this kind of explosive deck is just really scary. You can cheat this out with both Ivankovs and then with the Tension Hormone event. And then even in hand, Inazuma has counter too, so it's a great card. For OP05 Emporio Ivankov, 4 cost 5k power, 1k counter. Activate main once per turn. If this character has 7,000 power or more, play up to one Rev Army type character other than another Ivankov with a power of 5,000 or less. So this pretty much plays every card in our deck besides the 5 cost Ivankov, right? So sometimes it's great just to buff this Ivankov to 8k with your leader ability and then cheat another body out at the expense of discarding card in your hand, even when you can't attack with them, even when he still has summoning sickness, right? It's essentially like Luffy Taro effect. You play a character, play another character out. But when you can attack, that's when it's even more explosive, right? You're getting an 8k swing and then you're shooting out another body to attack into your opponent on the turn after. Or if it's at Inazuma, they get Rush, right? Because this Ivankov would be 8k, so Inazuma, their requirements for the Rush is met. And then one of the most potent things you can play out with this Ivankov is the next card we're going to go over. For OP05 Karasu, 4 cost 5k power, 1k counter, and then on play, if your leader is the Rev Army type, give it to one of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 1,000 power for the entire turn. Then when attacking, if this character has 7,000 power or more, give it to one of your opponent's leaders or characters minus 1,000 power for the entire turn. So yeah, play this guy out. You can even debuff your opponent's leader, right? If they're a 5,000 power leader, they remain 4,000 power for every subsequent attack from your characters for the turn. And as we mentioned earlier, we can cheat this guy out with the Ivankov. It's a really potent combo. And then yeah, any turn that Karasu stays alive, he can just keep applying this debuff when he attacks too. For OP05 Koala, 2 cost 3k power, 2k counter. On play, if your leader has a Rev Army type, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power for the turn. For all intents and purposes, it's just a 2k counter, but it's really like utility and useful 2k counter. There's not too many matchups where you want to trade against your opponent, but when you do want to do that, this is a great card. It's 2 Dawn for minus 3k power. Whatever you tag with this will usually die, especially because you can discard another card from your hand and then buff one of your own characters for 3k, so it's like attacking 6k over an opponent's character. But yeah, it's still a 2k counter and then fodder that we can use to discard for our leader ability. For OP05 Belo 1 cost 2k power, 1k counter. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to one Rev Army type card other than a Belo and add it to your hand. So yeah, just a 1 cost searcher for the deck. It's useful. It finds our Ivankovs or Karasu when we need it because they're great cards to combo with each other. And then Belo the searcher herself, becomes a potent attacker because with the leader ability activation, 2k becomes 5k, so you can attack most leaders. Combo this with the Karasu activation, it's 5 into 4, they have to spend a 2k to stop an attack from the searcher. That's pretty crazy. If you're able to play like 2 searchers on your 2-down turn, it just becomes threats later on. For OP05 Lindbergh, 4 cost 5k power, 1k counter. When attacking, if this character has 7,000 power or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. Then on trigger, you can discard a card. If your leader is multicolored, you can play this card out. So yeah, Lindbergh is a great body to cheat out as well. You can combo with that Koala we mentioned to KO something, right? tagging something with minus 3k, and then this Lindbergh being able to KO something with 3k or less means that you can KO like a 6k base power character, and it helps get rid of a lot of chump blockers in the meta too, right? This kills like the purple Onamis, it kills like the Robins in the deck too, it kills Vasco shots, stuff like that. And then yeah, as a trigger, like if you get this in your life, if your opponent attacks you, you trigger this out, that's another extra body you have to attack with the next turn that you can buff to 8k with your leader ability. It's really scary. For OP06 Emporio Ivankov, 5 cost 6k power. On play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, play up to 1 Rev Army type character card with the power of 5,000 or less, then return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. So yeah, this lets you play from the top of your deck. It's essentially like drawing you a card and then playing it out. It's really efficient in this kind of deck, especially because like everything in our deck is something that we can play out with this Ivankov. And yeah, same as before, some of the most potent combos is that Karasu. In fact, you can play this Ivankov into the 4-cost Ivankov and then buff that 4-cost Ivankov to play a Karasu from your hand. So that way you have 3 characters out for just this 5 down investment. But yeah, just being able to play 2-for-1 bodies like this is conducive to the playstyle of your deck, being able to buff multiple characters for 3k. 2 OP07 Monkey D Dragon, 8 cost, 9k power. And then he has Rush on play, give up to one of your leaders or characters 2 Rested Dawn for the turn. So he's just really efficient, right? He's essentially a 6 cost because you get that 2 Dawn back to use for something else. And then 9k swing on the turn that you play him. And he's also a Rev Army card, right? In matchups where you can't afford to play it Dragon out, you can just discard him for your leader ability. But in some matches where you do need him to attack tall in case your opponent has a lot of removal, he's a great option to play out and do a lot of damage. Because for 8 Dawn, you could put 2 Dawn on your leader, use your leader ability, so you have a 7k from your leader and then the 12k from this dragon. 4 OP09 Karasu, 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter, then he's a blocker. And then on trigger, if your leader has a Rev Army type and then the total of you and your opponent's life cards added together is 5 or less, you can play this card out for free. So yeah, just new options in OP09 for the deck. It allows us to play a full Revolutionary Army type package. We never have to worry about whiffing on having a card in our hand to discard to activate our leader ability. It's 100% guaranteed. Whatever card you draw, you can discard for leader ability the turn after, which is a big sigh of relief in this deck. And yeah, Karasu just being a blocker also has merit. And then when you buff him with your leader ability, he's a 7k attacker. And then yeah, you can trigger him out for free. Getting a free blocker out can save your ass sometimes, and it can also help you finish the game, 1 extra attack that your opponent did not account for. 2 OP09 Koala, 6 cost 6k power, blocker, and then on play, you can add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand, and then you can play a 4 cost or less Rev Army type character from your hand and then draw a card after that. So just like Ivankov, it's another way to play 2 bodies for 1. It's a little risky in that you have to take it from your life, right? This is more of like a all-in kind of card. You're drawing a card from your life to play out, potentially, or playing another card out from your hand. And then you're also drawing a card from your deck too. So it's like all gas, no brakes with this kind of card. But since it didn't have counter, and then I think the Ivankovs are a lot better than this Koala. I kept it as a 2-of for now. I know some decks run it as a 4-of, but 2-of felt good. And she's a blocker too if you really need it. 4 OP09 Bartholomew Kuma, 4 cost 5k power, 2k counter, and then on trigger, if your leader has a Rev Army type, you can cheat him out if the total life between you and your opponent is 5 or less. So yeah, just another 2k counter option, which is sorely needed in this deck, because prior to this, it was just a Koala. And he's also a 4 cost 5k body. That means you can play him out with the Ivankovs, you can trigger him out with this trigger, or if you could just play him out for 4 Dawn, it's like quite fine to do it just that too. Incredibly versatile card. It's like the glue that this deck was missing that kind of pieces everything together. 2 OP09 Belo, 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter. On play, if you have 2 or less life cards, you draw a card. Then on trigger, same trigger as Kuma and Karasu, you can play it out for free if the total of the life between you and your opponent is 5 or less. So yeah, just more Rev Army options in 09 just to make it consistent. And then Belo herself draws you a card on play, potentially when you're low on life, so that can help you get more value for future turns. And it's also just like a free trigger body. Not as impactful as the other cards in the deck, but yeah, it's just there for consistency's sake. 4 Promo Sabo, 5 cost 5k power, 2k counter. Activate main once per turn, you can add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand, and then this character gets plus 1k power. So we never use the activate main. This guy is just a 2k counter, but he's also a 5k Rev Army type card, so it can be cheated out with both of the Ivankovs, right? It's just a Kuma with a no trigger, right? So he's a little more one-dimensional than Kuma, but still useful in this deck. You can use him for a plethora of different applications, right? He's a 2k counter, you can defend with them, you can discard him to activate your leader ability, or you can just cheat him out with one of your other characters that cheat out Rev Army type cards. Lastly, we have 4 OP05 Emporio Tension Hormone. It's a 3 cost event on counter. Up to one of your leaders or characters gets plus 3000 power for this battle. Then you can play up to 1 character card with the Rev Army type with the power of 5000 or less from your hand. And then on trigger, you can play a Rev Army type card with 5000 power or less from your hand. So essentially as a trigger, it turns every card in your deck into a card that has a trigger that lets you play it out for free. So that's great in that regard. You can cheat out the Karasu this way. In fact, if you cheat out Karasu on your opponent's turn, you can actually give their leader minus 1k power, so their leader can't attack into you, right? It's like we have a Shanks leader ability in this way. And then yeah, if you try to get value out of the counter, right, you can stop an attack and then you can get like a 1 Dawn discount playing your 4 drops for 3. But yeah, your opponent can just play around it by not attacking you. But yeah, it's great just for the trigger, right? We're running it for the trigger to just get free bodies out. And then when you don't have Dawn to spare to counter for 3k, you could just chuck this for your leader ability, right? That's why it's so versatile. You can discard any revolutionary type card to activate your leader ability, even this event. For opening hands, you'll want to find the Belo Searcher, and then yeah, either the Ivankovs you're going to need because they cheat out extra bodies, and then Karasu is just so much pressure early on because your opponent doesn't have the breathing room to leave Dawn up for like Gungam Giants or play out blockers yet. So yeah, Karasu out early means that a lot of your attacks between your leader and then your buff searchers just rip so many cards out of your opponent's hand. So you just want to find these cards, to be honest. These are like your bread and butter. Everything else just helps to end your opponent with your leader ability buffs. For card options, I guess Roger, right? Because your opponent does take a lot of life early. You too, by the way. So just having him out as like a way to essentially be like 13k unblockable swing maybe might be useful, right? Because what he does is like 10 cost, 13k power, he has rush, and then if your opponent activates blocker, they lose the game. But most of the time your games don't even get to 10 Dawn, so I don't know. I wouldn't run him, but I guess I could see merit if in case you're like kind of Belo that likes to trade against your opponent instead of just go for face. So the gameplay for this deck, yeah, as we mentioned, you just want to play your searchers out early if you can, because they can become 5k attackers later. And then your most potent 4 Dawn, 5 Dawn combo is to play a Ivankov into Karasu, or this Ivankov into Karasu, or if you can optimally find like the Exodia pieces, you want to play 5 cost Ivankov into 4 cost Ivankov. Leader ability, buff him to 8, cheat out in Karasu, or any other body to be honest, and you have 3 bodies out on your 5 Dawn turn, plus like your searcher you played the turn before. And then yeah, if it's our 5 Dawn turn, we could have played a 3 drop too, so like the Belo here or this Karasu could have been out turn prior. It even makes sense sometimes to drop this Koala just to buff her to 6k on the turns that you can attack. And yeah, you're just pumping out so much damage. The more bodies you have out, the more value you have. You want at least 3 out when you want to get the most value out of your leader ability. But sometimes it's worth it just to be able to cheat out another body with this Ivankov. But yeah, you do have to worry about the number of cards you discard. You can easily starve yourself, so make sure that when you do attack, it's like for the most value that you can get. You're not just buffing one guy out to attack for 8k or something. And yeah, that's the Belo deck for OP09. This deck does feel a lot better now that we don't have to worry about whiffing and drawing our like 2k counter that's not a Rev Army type card. Because that happens a lot, right? You're needing a Rev Army type card to finish your opponent in the next turn, and then you draw like a Otama or something, and then your plans are ruined. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, any additional card that they print would just make this deck even better. I think it has a pretty good spot in the meta already. Right, it's good into some top meta decks actually. I think it's good into Shanks, it's good into Blackbeard, it's good into Purple Luffy. It probably struggles into Doflamingo, and it really struggles into Lucci, so you do have to worry about that. So just hope your matchups are good, and then you'll cruise through a lot of those top meta matchups. Yeah, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this Belo deck breakdown. Try out my list if you like. I don't think too many other lists will deviate too much from this, right? Because I'm running like every good Revolutionary Army type card, and so will everybody else. It might just be a couple different card ratios different, but I don't think it's gonna make the core of the deck any different, right? These Ivankovs and Karasus are like your bread and butter. And yeah, if you're interested in the other 09 leaders, I have a bunch other deck breakdowns already made for them, so check them out on my channel. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss these. And then yeah, like, comment, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the gameplay footage after this. Belo versus Purple Luffy. Purple Luffy, as some of you like to call him. So we're going second. We can do Ivankov into Karasu. That's pretty good. Would have liked to have a searcher, but can't have everything, right? Okay, no searcher. Oh, we could play out this Koala. Play out Koala. Yes. Right, we can make her a 6k attack next turn. And then 6 into 4k base is pretty good, if I do say so myself. He ramps to 4. Attacks me for 5. I get a trigger 2. Ooh, you shouldn't have. Too nice. Okay, what do I play out? This one. Ivankov. So he can attack too, even Steven. Okay, plays out a Zoro, Juro. Picks up a Luffy, Taro. Guess I'll play out Karasu here. Let's leader ability first, right? Leader ability. Buff. And that's it. Cheat out the Karasu here. Minus 1k to leader. Throw 6 at lead. I can do 668. Pretty strong. Maybe he won't even leader ability a second time, but he kind of needs to for Luffy Taro. So he'll get really low. I think. I hope. I think. I cope. Okay, he does counter 3. How about another 6? He takes this one. I hope. I cope. Is it nope? Yup, he took it. How about an 8? He'll take this one for sure. Play out Karasu and pass. Double Karasu play. And if he ramps to 7 here, he goes to 1. And then he can kill like the koala. That's it. And I just try to go for game with him at 1 life. With the Karasu on board too. Unless he plays like a Sanji, he could deal with Karasu that way. No, he can't have a blocker. Yeah, Sanji, he taps my Karasu. I counter 6, counter 5. And then block the 7. So I think we're good. We have the game next turn. Okay, 6 at Ivankov will counter 2. 5 at Koala. Sure. Since I can only buff 3 things anyway. So maybe he's gonna play a blocker instead. Oh, he leader ability. Taro into Sangoro would spell doom for him. Okay, welcome to your doom. Leader ability, discard you, buff. 8 minus 1. No down up for Gum Gum Giant either. I do believe it's over. Took that. Okay, yeah, you can see no rematch. Nope, he left. Yeah, yikes. Bite. We have Belo versus Shanks will go second. Mulligan. Okay, this is good. I have a Searcher too. Okay, we'll play Searcher into Karasu. Pass. Karasu, pass on you. Hits us for 5. We will take this. No trigger, dang it. Play Rush Zoro. Okay, it's a different variant. We'll take this. Then Berg Trigger. I guess I will discard Dragon in this case. Alright, so if we're trying to kill Zoro, we might as well Karasu it. Swing 5 into him. He just has to die, right? Oh, he countered. Okay, I will leader ability then. Buff. We'll do 5 at you. He still has access to leader ability. He dies. Okay. Then 8 at lead. He takes. Pass. Okay, Building Snake out. And then debuff my Lindbergh. They just swing 5 into him. Yeah, you got it. It passes with 4 down up, so I have to worry about what is that card? Red guy, Red Hawk. So we'll play out Ivankov into this Ivankov. We'll leader ability, trash this Karasu, buff you. Then we'll then cheat out Karasu minus 1. And then I want to put a down on him so he doesn't get hit by a Red Hawk, right? Yeah. And then we'll do Belo 5. Takes it, okay. Leader 5. Oh, I should have attacked with this Karasu first. He does counter. Yeah. Oops, my bad. Make about 3k. Yeah, my mistake. I was trying to play around the Red Hawk so much that I forgot. I should attack with Karasu. Even if Belo dies, it's okay. Well, I guess in the end he still took 2 life, right? Because if I attacked with Karasu first and then he Red Hawk minus 1k to Belo and then killed it with Red Hawk, I'd still get 2 hits, right? Because my leader could hit afterwards. Yeah, so same. Just not optimized. Editor, cut that part out. Make it look like it was the correct order. Okay, they bend back in my Karasu and then 5 at the other one. I will counter 2. It's looking like it's over for you. We'll leader ability. Buff and a buff and buff. We'll do Karasu first to debuff. I might just go for game here. 8 at lead. It's probably bricked up. Okay, he does leader ability. Counter 4. Because kick course. Then 1k. About another 8 then. Takes it. Is there a trigger that saves him here? Okay, Radical Beam trigger. Just do 11 at lead. We got it. That was really quick. You want a rematch? No, he left. Okay, I guess not. Bye. We have Belo versus Doflamingo. We'll go second. Ooh, double searcher. We gotta find what we need, right? Right. Okay, Belo out. We'll take the 5 Ivankov and then the Belo to find the 4 Ivankov. Karasu works. Yeah, we'll take Karasu because he works. We'll pass. Then we'll trigger into something nice. He's gonna do a blind leader ability. Blind leader ability hits a Moria. That's perfect. He gets no value out of that. Get a Morley trigger. That's even better. We'll discard the blocker Karasu. Alright, let's make this turn hurt. Play Karasu out. -1 to leader. Leader ability. Discard Koala. Buff. Do 5 at Gecko Probably should just be attacking leader though, to be honest. Right, if I wanted to kill Gecko I would have tagged him with the debuff. Yeah, I'm stupid. This 5 should have been at leader. Because I can just kill it with Morley. Or Lindbergh, sorry. Got him confused. Oh, his legs are so long. What the heck? I never really looked at the art. Okay, he countered 1k. I'm dumb. We'll just kill the Gecko here. And then 5 at lead. It's okay. I give him some handicap here. Took that one, 5 at lead. Took that one as well, okay. So if he does not get rid of our Karasu, I'm going to double Karasu him next turn. Or no, I probably want to play the 5 drop out. Okay, maybe he has a bounce law to bounce my Karasu back to hand. It looks like that's what they're going to do. And then what, like 9k at Lindbergh? Just 7? 7 I can defend. Okay, Boa. So I defend the Lindbergh, you're in for a bad time. And then puts a Rusted Dawn, makes it an 8. I can counter 4k. Boom, boom. Now let me hear you say Wayo. Do you guys get that reference? Is it too old? Come on, guys, let me hear you say Wayo. Okay. I mean, I want to use the Belo to attack, so I'm not gonna replace them. I'll just play out a Karasu here. -1 to leader. We'll discard this. Buff, and buff. And then another -1. So they're a 3k base. They took that one. How about 5 into 3? Okay, they counter out of that one. 3 cards. Okay, how about 4 into 3? Didn't look like he had a 2k. Took that one, and then 5, he takes this one. And then I go for game for 8. Bye! I even killed the Teach. As a slap in the face. Ooh, got him. Okay, you want a rematch though? Nope, okay, bye. Yo, Belo versus Blackbeard. BB versus BB. Let's see who wins this matchup, BB. Okay, I think I can keep this. Yeah, let's keep it, because we don't have to rely on plays with this Ivankov compared to the 5-cost one. We are going first though, so it's not going to be for a while until we can play it. Okay, so they do play Vasco shot, will attack for 5, no shot. He takes this no shot. He countered 1. Okay, we'll play out Inazuma and pass. Maybe they have a black hole for him, her. Inazuma's like both, right? Them. Okay, they did finger pistol and lose a finger pistol. We'll take this 5. Get a Morley trigger. We'll discard the 2k to play him out. Then this can kill the Vasco shot for free. For free. Ooh, we get an Inazuma too. Okay, we'll play out Bankov. Leader ability, discard. Discard. Dragon? No, let's keep Dragon. We'll discard Koala, buff. Cheat out Inazuma, who gets rush. We'll I have to do this one first. So 8, kill Vasco shot. Hopefully no trigger that kills my Inazuma. because I already committed a Dawn. Okay, he took that 5 at lead. Counter 1, 5 at lead. So we're at 7 next turn. I don't have much I can do with this Ivankov in hand. Okay, counters that for 2, we'll pass. Hopefully he only kills one thing max this turn. Okay, so he does... my era begins to find a 2k, Hachinosu. So he has a 2k and 2 random cards. Van Augur that he's replacing with a Lafitte. Okay, 1k, 2k, and mystery card. 7 at Lindbergh shirt. That's it, right? Plays a Lafitte out. Okay. So Shiryu, 2 Shiryus. Got it. We'll do 5 at Lafitte. I mean, I don't have to use my leader ability, right? Just do... let's see. Play out this Ivankov for 4. I could just do 5 here. I would just do 5. Make him use 2Ks. And then we'll do... oh, I didn't think that through. Could have done like 6-7 instead of 5-8. Then we'll try to defend one of our characters and then tension hormone this Ivankov out. Okay, so they got rid of a Lafitte. No, they found a Lafitte from discarding a Laboon. The swing 7, perfect. If you mix it in 8, that would be not perfect. Oh, but if you do it at Inuzuma, I can't defend them. So I hope they attack my Ivankov. But yeah, I'll just play out the Ivankov anyway. It's like I played him out for cheap. Okay, so 7 will tension hormone, cheat out Ivankov. And I can't save them. So I have Dragon next turn. I doubt they're gonna leader ability because they need all the counter they can get. So Lafitte, Lafreak. Hopefully they can't handle Dragon too well. Okay, they play Shiryu out. They're expecting to be able to kill my board next turn. I wish I got a character instead. I'll do 5 at Lahit. Okay, they took that one. We'll do 6 at lead. Counters 2, we'll play out Dragon, 2 down onto Ivankov, 7 at lead. If he plays 10 Beard, he can't kill anything with Shiryu. So I'm guessing he doesn't have one in hand. Hopefully he doesn't have the resources to kill Dragon and Ivankov, but I have no counter in hand, so could be it. Okay, so he goes down to 1 life. Yeah, this is the worst situation for me to be in, actually. Just having no counter and then all my guys vulnerable out. Okay, so he... what did he do? Got a barrier trigger, draw 2, discard 1. Okay. That's pretty good, right? Counter 4k for 1 Dawn in this kind of deck. Spicy tech. Let's get rely off of our triggers to win. Well, he can kill 2 things max probably, right? Or no, he can probably kill everything. Right, 5. Okay, the 6 that kills, and then Shiryu 1 Dawn, and then... oh no, Shiryu 5 Dawn? Okay, never mind. He just kills my Ivankovs. It's to draw 2, discard 2. Or discard 2, draw 2. It's opposite order. So what saves him? 8 Dawn. Probably like Vasco shots and stuff. He could be running the Barto blocker. If not, yeah, I just split. Okay, he's looking for Vasco shot. No, he Hachinosu'd it. Full leaded it. Finds a Daku. That's not gonna save him, is it? Unless he has like double Ice Age right now. Okay, Jesus Burgess and Vasco shot. He did have it. Great. And then they leader ability me, and then now, yeah, I can't play my Belo Betty Searcher. Well, I guess, yeah, if I tension hormone the Belo Betty out, that's on their turn. So we'll just swing 9 at lead. He blocks. We'll swing 9 at lead. They take, and then we'll see how next turn goes for us. Jesus is 11k. Yeah, I think we attacked in a way that they don't really know what we are capable of this turn. We can counter for 3k. 4k if we really need to. And forgo playing the Belo Betty out. Okay, Doc Q. Or I guess when I play the Belo Betty in search, I get to potentially find a 2k, right? Yeah, it feels kind of rough. I feel like with Zoro, I do a lot better. into Blackbeard. Okay, 13. Amiibo Tension Hormone. Cheat out Belo Betty. We can find another tension hormone here. That would save us, right? Sure, why not? We countered. That was really lucky, I think. And then he can just stack everything to kill Dragon with his leader. Or just 4 Dawn is enough. There's no way he finds another Vasco shot, right? Right, you don't run more than 2, do you? It does dot Q my Belo Betty. Right, I killed both of them already. Vasco shot number 1. Vasco shot number 2. Yeah. And then any attack he throws at me could give me more triggers. Okay, he does just kill my dragon here. And then I do 15 lead. Okay, he concedes. Well, rematch. We get the Okay, we should mulligan this actually. Okay, much better. Well, Battle Lady, take a 2k, I guess. Then we'll pass, I guess. I have nothing to play next turn. Should I have leader ability? Nah, I'll just do 5-5. Okay, they play Basco shit. Basco shit. Oh, I guess I could play Karasu out. Do 5 out lead. Oh, but then Doc Q would just kill Belo Betty, right? So I should just attack with her when I can. Counter 1. Not to play out Karasu. He's scarier for later. Then 5 down turn, I'll play this Ivankov unless they black hold my Karasu, attack me for 5. No trigger, dang it. The leader ability? They don't leader ability. Okay. Play 5 drop out. Let's attack first. Now we could get a Karasu though, so let's Ivankov first. Okay, wrong Karasu. But we'll play him out. I was thinking playing the Searcher, but I think this is better. 5 out lead. Counter 1 will pass. Does this guy do anything when he's on board? Okay, he does finger pistol my Ivankov. Put the top or bottom left card to your hand. This character gets plus 1k. Okay, so nothing. Just a 2k counter. It doesn't even trigger out. He has no trigger. Okay, 6 at us. We'll take it. No trigger again. I'm so unlucky. Okay, Lafitte. No leader ability. We'll play out Ivankov again. Into Ivankov. And then we'll leader ability. Discard. 2k. Buff. Cheat out Karasu. -1. Okay, let's make it hurt. We'll do 6 at leader. Takes it, and then we'll do 7 at leader in case he gets a trigger that kills him. Okay, they take, and then 6 at leader. Counter 3. Okay, we'll pass. So we have a lot of 2Ks in hand. I feel pretty safe, even though we're at 2 life. And then he has to pick whether he wants to kill my guy who cheats out more guys or my guy who makes him 1k weaker. Right, making it hard for him to decide. Okay, does find a full OLED. And he gets to Lafitte. I haven't been keeping track of what's in his hand, so okay, from now on, I know he has 1 Hachinosu, and he doesn't have it anymore. And he replaces it with the This Is My Age, and he replaces that with the Doc Q. Okay, so this kills my Searcher, maybe? Yeah, just kill my Belo Betty, so I don't have like an easy attack into the Lafitte. And then 8 at my blocker. Sure, I can only buff 3 things anyway. Okay, so we will leader ability. Buff. We'll cheat out the Inazuma. He can kill Lafitte. Okay, he died. Do 8 at lead -1 with Karasu. He takes. Hopefully he didn't get a trigger that kills one of my characters. Okay, he did. Got a finger pistol trigger. We'll do 9 at lead. Took that one. This is my age trigger. We'll do 6 with Belo Betty, and then we'll play out the 2 Kumas. Blocks that one. Okay, Kuma 1, Kuma 2, pass. This Kuma is great. He's a 2k and then a pretty cheap body to play out. Yeah, 10 beard doesn't save him because I have too many characters out. I think he needs like a board wipe card to deal with these kind of decks because he loses to Zoro and Belo Betty this way. But no, Bandai don't print the board wipe for black. They need a weakness, okay? Okay, finds the stronger with their full OLED. Passes it. Okay, we'll just leader ability here. Buff, buff, and buff. Okay, he didn't want to. Nah, it's over. GG. Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.